Why is it so important to sell a platform, to have these multi-function conversations rather than just a conversation just with, let's say, engineering or design or so?
Yeah, so one is, of course, you want to capture as a part of your company evolution a bigger portion of the value chain of customers. So you automatically get into the next adjacent function, that's clear. But I think what's also more important is you want to, we call it exploit the ecosystem. We have a really big ecosystem of partners and solution providers, service capabilities. We can't do it all alone. We basically have to use the ecosystem as well. And we need to scale and grow with the ecosystem instead of with products, which is one of the big topics. And then last, of course, there is the tendency of focusing even more on data. And data has the nature that it flows along the value chain of the customer. Okay? So we want to support the data flow of technical documentation through the organization and potentially also through the sales organization of our customers or service organization. And with that, you're immediately going to tackle more and more persona. So you need to understand in terms of how does data flow, how does data generate business impact in the customers, what's the prioritization, what's the business benefit for every individual persona, and his function in particular. So long story short, we are moving from a point expert solution to a backbone which supports the value chain of our customers. And we do this, by doing so actually, we become more business critical also for our customers. So we need to be prepared for that. And the engagement with Disruption Selling was for me also a very important milestone to prepare my own organization to be ready for a platform selling methodology.
So what was the experience for your salespeople when they started to experience the complexity all of a sudden talking with multiple economic buyers and not have this one-to-one relationship with just one, but a one-to-N relationship with multiple economic buyers?
Yeah, of course, first you need to have multiple buyers in your contact list and you need to be aware that they're existing, okay? So this was the first exercise. But actually talking to the different functions was not hard. So talking to Mr. Production or Mr. Service was not hard actually for us, and our people are getting used to that. Of course they have their own language, they have their own pains, and again, it's a learning curve, but it's not hard. I think where it becomes more interesting is the conversation on, as a customer moving to platform, I want to make sure that I don't implement phase A, which doesn't give me any value, and then I'm kind of stuck in a road to my destination. I want to make sure that this path to platform generates value, is a journey. It's not a one-way ticket. And this is also what we heard from the past. It's like, if I'm going to buy a piece of efficient engineering, it doesn't help me in production. Okay? It doesn't help me in service. It's actually exactly the opposite. So again, it's a part of the account team and the account engagement to make sure that this path to platform is as positive and as smooth as possible from a customer perspective. And yes, it really starts with articulating the value proposition, identifying these people, getting a smallest denominator in terms of where to start, what's the next phase going to look like, and building this orchestration and alignment on the customer side, but also, to be honest, on our side.